with the Georgia Bulldogs, you're gonna feel the bulldog.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Row 60, Georgia Football Podcast. My name is Clark Gaines. Joining me today, as always, Adam Thornton.
Boom!
And this is show number 109, folks. We are finally in August.
That we are.
And it's about that time to let the big dog eat.
It's that time, Clark. It is that time. Live practice reports. Scrimmage notes are about to crank up here in the next couple Saturdays, man, when they start scrimmages. But, hey, practice reports have started, so we're starting to hear some leaks of what's going on. And right now it's the time, well, all across the nation, especially in the Southeast, people are feeling really good, thinking they're going to win a national championship. But the hype coming out of Athens is absolutely crazy right now. It's got me just way over the top, way more excited, and I'm dwelling on it more than I probably should as a 32-year-old male with a full-time job and a child and stuff. But, you know, I take care of that stuff. But then, like, when Callie goes to sleep and I get to read about it, I just get more and more excited. Then I get extra juice, and I can't go to sleep because the adrenaline's pumping. And then it's just I have to decompress, Clark, to be able to just go to sleep because this team has done got me so fired up just since the beginning of August. And we're only in, as recording this, day 5 of August. And I'm already juiced with what's coming out. I mean, yeah, every year you have big hype, you know, right at the start of camp. But this year just feels different. The buzz just feels just different, almost just more than what I have been expecting ever since the ride back home from New Orleans, Louisiana after the Sugar Bowl, thinking about the 2025 Georgia Bulldogs.
What's the saying? Time heals or something like that.
Yep.
You know, and that's the case here. We've had a lot of time since that awful Sugar Bowl performance.
Yep.
A lot of time between that moment and right now. And now it's time to get focused on this 2025 Georgia football team and this rendition of the Georgia Bulldogs. So
let's go.
We got a great episode for you guys ready. We're going to be talking today exclusively about the roster. Georgia's offense, our defense, special teams, guys you should look out for, guys that are returning, guys who left. We're going to be talking about pretty much the whole team here.
That's
the idea.
Yeah.
So are you ready? Are you prepared for that?
I'm ready, Clark.
Okay, good.
I'm fired up. This is one of my favorite episodes we've done. This is the 5th time we've done this, and that just means that, you know, we were talking today, and we were trying to schedule what we need to do, what episodes we need to get in before game week starts. We get to our traditional week of the game episode that we have where we break down how we go through the concession stand reports, all that good fun stuff, man, games of the week and whatnot. And we're like, man, we're running out of time. Yeah. We're running out of time. Just a few more episodes after this one to get in some preseason stuff, man. And then it's hitting the ground running. It's football time in Athens, Georgia. And look, we play football this month, Clark. Ooh. This month, as of this recording, 25 days. I think we have 24 on the calendar for those who, when this YouTube video drops tomorrow, that will see that it's there. We're about to be underneath 20 days till kickoff, and this is the time where you need to enjoy just the anticipation of it, man. The anticipation of just what we're going to see this year out of new guys coming in, new quarterback under center, and can't wait to talk about these guys, Clark. But it's time to roll.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Adam, something else other than Georgia football, a game is happening in August.
What's that?
We got a big call-in show the night before Georgia versus Marshall. So we're officially putting this in stone, setting this in stone. Friday night, August 29th, once again, the day before the Georgia versus Marshall game. At 9 o'clock, we're going to have our first live call-in show of the season. Yes, 9 o'clock. You heard that right.
Yeah.
We're going to do it a little bit later in the night. Let some people
we go.
Stick around.
Get ramped up.
And here's a great thing about it. We've got some live college football on that night, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember the exact names.
Brother Hugh goes to Waco.
Oh, really?
A huge game for the Auburn Tigers.
Yeah, if they drop that one, it's a rough start.
If Hugh goes down there and Jackson Arnold still has some stuff going on in his head where he can't get it and things click, even though he has a great wide receiver core and a pretty good offensive line coming back, and stuff doesn't pan out, man, watch out if Dave Aranda pops Brother Hugh Freeze and the Auburn Tigers in Waco, Texas, Clark.
Oh, so it's in Waco.
Oh, man. It's in Waco,
man. It's a true road game.
Yeah, and then you get Georgia Tech and Colorado, correct?
That's true. Yeah, let me look at the schedule right here. Auburn, Baylor, Georgia Tech, Colorado. Kennesaw State, Wake Forest. What a game.
Hey, look at there. And look, our old friend Dan Mullen's returning to the sidelines.
Oh, yeah,
Clark.
UNLV at Sam Houston. Wow. I mean, at least we get, shoot, there's 2 8 o'clock kickoffs right there in Auburn, Baylor, and then Georgia Tech, Colorado. That's going to be a great night.
So, it's going to be great. App State, Charlotte. Big Tar Heel State matchup right there, Clark.
Yeah, we play Charlotte at the end of the year.
Yeah, we do. The 49ers, baby. Yeah. App State and Charlotte.
Going back to this right quick, Tres Amigos in Athens, Georgia. The owners, Brian Viguerez and his girlfriend, Brittany Dix, they have invited us to host our first live call-in show of the season. Once again, at Tres Amigos. It's a brand new Mexican restaurant in downtown Athens, on Broad Street.
On Broad Street, man.
Like you could literally walk to the arch in 30 seconds.
That is wild.
It's awesome. So great food. I went and tested it out the other night. Adam, you got to go with me.
Can't wait, baby.
They got quesadillas. They got tacos. They got margaritas. They've got beer. They've got cheese queso, whatever you can think of.
Let's go.
They got it. They even have churros.
No way.
So
churros.
I am going to order me some churros.
I'm going to eat 6 basket of chips.
Okay.
That's
and people think you're exaggerating.
They do
say that.
with my queso right here. You know, I wonder if we could order food and have it like brought out to us like they do at college game day. You know,
I'll see if Brian can do that.
A platter right there. No, I mean we'll pay for it, but I want the fajitas. Love nachos, Texas nachos, man. Or I'm not going to be too greedy. I'll take chicken nachos. I don't have to have the steak, onion, and shrimp on there, even though I prefer that. But heck, if I could just get some chicken nachos, I'll be happy. I love Mexican food, man. Big fan. Big fan. Love some queso. Broad Street, man. Going to Broad Street on a Friday night that late, never thought I'd happen again in my life, but here we are. So here we go, guys.
Well,
here we are.
It's going to be a great time, and we want to invite every single person that follows us, that listens to us, that knows about us, or just friends with us, family. We don't care.
Yeah, everybody.
Come on out to Tres Amigos Friday night. We're actually going to get there at 8 o'clock and just hang out with people, talk with people, eat some food, and, just fellowship. So 8 o'clock, August 29th, if you want to be there in person. If not, 9 o'clock is the start of the call-in show, and we cannot wait. That's when it really cranks up.
Yeah, we're going to have some people stay at the house where they can call in because we can't have all of our callers just sitting in the restaurant there. We're going to say, hey, you got to go outside. No, you got to get up. You got to go outside and call in where we can get some, some action on the show, right?
Adam, what we may do.
What's that?
I've really been thinking hard about this, whether we should do this or not. And I think I'm leaning towards we should.
Yeah.
We need to have a third mic set up for anybody to just come up and just talk with us. Now, we're going to have a system and like a line because we obviously want to take people's calls. But I think it would be fun to have a hot mic.
Yeah, it would.
And just
see what happens.
Yeah.
That's how
that
great
really
entertainment. Exactly. So just let it roll, especially late on Broad Street in Athens on a Friday night. Yikes. Yeah, it could get interesting. But let's roll it out there and see what happens. I like that.
Okay.
Book it.
That sounds good to me.
Book it.
So y'all come out once again. I know I keep saying this, but I just want to drive it in your heads. August 29th, Friday night before the Georgia versus Marshall game. We're starting at 8 o'clock, the fellowship, and at 9 o'clock, we'll get the show rolling. So it'll be fun.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's move to the roster. All right. And man, this is when it really cranks up and things get exciting for us here on Row 60 because this means football. When we start talking about the 2025 Georgia Bulldogs and we're starting with the offense, I mean, man, this just gets you juiced.
Oh, I'm jacked right now. I'm ready to run through that sheetrock right there.
Are you really?
Yeah, I am. I don't know. I mean, especially when we get behind the mic and start talking about it and just thinking about this roster. We're going to go through it, man. And people we're going to talk about people that you might not have on your radar that you need to be excited about that you really need to go ahead and start cranking up the hype train for. Mm-hmm.
I've got
just
a few
coming
on
down
my
the
list.
track. So
yeah,
I think even myself including, and I've always been a glass half full type guy. I think I'm sleeping on this team a little bit. And after just this past week and kind of just thinking, I'm starting to think a little bit more line that it could be very, very dangerous, this team can.
Yeah, I think you're right.
If we stay healthy.
We got to
stay
healthy.
And then when these
y'all can't see it in the YouTube shot. Adam just paused. We had Harry Dog take a spill. I hope that's not a bad omen.
No, I mean that hairy dog, man. He's been around probably since the turn of the millennium.
Okay,
I had it as a child, as a kid. a stuffed animal there. And I don't know what's happened. I don't know if because he sat in a place in my room where the sunlight hit it and it kind of warped his feet up a little bit so they're not level.
Okay.
So therefore, like when you try to prop him up upright, he
takes a fall.
Yeah, he doesn't have good balance, man. Needs a walker or something.
Well, that's just what.
Stay upright. You'll have that.
That's what happened right there. But yeah, Adam, I think you're right. I mean, if the pieces fall in place, the stars align for this football team, and really, we don't need a whole lot to happen. It's just a matter of getting guys up to speed and going out there and executing.
Yeah,
right? Especially for this offense.
Yeah, stay on the injury front, being very lucky on that.
Yeah,
and guys being developed like they will be by this coaching staff. So yeah.
All right, so let's dive into the offense, and I'm going to kind of give us an overview of what we're looking at this year in terms of the offense, and then we'll go room by room, talk about each position group, talk about who's coming back, who we're losing, and what guys we're excited about seeing. So, offense is returning 5 starters.
5, right at 50%.
Right, yeah, a little less than 50, but yeah,
right at it.
Okay. You're a glass half full guy, right?
I mean, yeah, it's about 48.7%.
Okay.
Right.
I don't think that's right, but it's close enough. Last year, listen to this, 31.5 points per game. Now, that's been the lowest since 2019. 31 points or 31.5 is not terrible by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, if you're putting up 31 points in a game, you ought to win most games you play. Right?
Dang good in 2003.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, elite in 2003.
Yeah, but the game has changed.
It has.
And so I'd like to see that number get up this year. I mean, especially after coming off 2 seasons where it's like something in the 40s.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a huge differential right there. Adam, I think last year we beat this like a dead horse. So few explosive plays, like so few.
Right.
I mean, we had some hit. We also had a lot of opportunities for big explosive plays, but then all of a sudden, you got a receiver dropping the ball and whatnot.
Missing a block.
Yep,
something.
Exactly. So they were there. We just didn't execute.
Correct.
Mike Bobo's 3rd year under Kirby, and I'm just going to put this out there right now. We've been saying this, I think, for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
Last year everybody was really hating on Mike Bobo, and I mean, look, I kind of get it in terms of we didn't perform very well. But I don't think it's the play calling. Everybody points to the play calling. Mm-hmm. And Josh Pate, man, he brought up such a good point recently.
What did Joshua say?
Basically, essentially, he was saying that, hey, like if you're challenging Mike Bobo and like his play calling and all this, he was basically like, you just need to go. Like Georgia needs to set up a thing where Mike Bobo's in one chair and all these fans, they sit in another chair and they just ask him and they battle each other on football IQ.
Yeah.
And I think that would really show that Mike Bobo actually does know his stuff. He knows his X's and O's. And I don't know.
I mean, he's definitely a step down from Todd Monken.
Okay, that's fair.
We're going to say, and I think that's where fans come from. I mean, no fan is going to, because obviously and I hope to God there's no fan out there that could go sit in a room with Mike Bobo and actually challenge his IQ level, because I mean, you shouldn't, and the pay grade's different with that too. But I agree with. I can't wait to see what Bobo does this year. I'm 100% behind him, man. He's done good things in the past and had a heck of a 23 season, his first season here. And last year, some locker room stuff. Obviously, receivers dropped balls. Chemistry wasn't good. We've beat that like a dead horse from leadership standpoint. Wasn't there, and you got to have player leaders, man. And if that's not there, it's hard for an offense coordinator to do his job. There's been some help come in the offensive line room we'll talk about, and it looks like just chemistry's better from what you hear. Guys respect their signal caller a whole lot more, it sounds like. So I'm fired up about this, man. I think it's a clean slate. Don't need to think about anything that happened last year. That's the past. Let's get behind him. Let's get behind Coach Searles and this whole offensive staff and see what this team can do. This offense can light it up.
Yeah.
So
the potential's there. It's just a matter of going out and executing. And once again, like you said, staying healthy. That's going to be a critical factor in this team's success, especially on offense. All right, so let's start with the quarterback room, because that is pretty much the most obvious place to start.
It is.
I mean, if we're talking about a team, like you just said, you got to have a leader. You got to have a guy who knows his stuff as a signal caller. And thank God, man, I think Gunner is that guy. Don't you?
Yeah. I mean, Gunner Stockton, you talk about, I think it has to be one of the most unique combinations of offensive coordinator and quarterback in the nation, in the fact that Coach Bobo and Gunner Stockton have been so connected since Gunner was very young. So, I mean, they've had that chemistry not only since the time that he's been in Athens, but also going back to when Gunner Stockton was a kid, I think, or right at a very young age going into high school throughout his high school career, because of where Mike Bobo's dad, I think, came up to Rabun County and retired up there and worked with Gunner Stockton. And Mike, of course, had that relationship with him too. So the Stockton family was ingrained in kind of that Coach Bobo, Coach Smart's dad and family was up there as well. That whole football ordeal there. And I mean, you can just tell that this kid loves Georgia. He loves his teammates, and he's a selfless player. He's going to lay it all on the line. So not only from a talent standpoint, I think more what I'm excited for out of having Gunner Stockton under center, and what you saw in the second half of the Texas game, is that he's going to be respected by his teammates. There's not going to be any NIL drama with him, man. He's going to be committed to helping Georgia win football games, and he just seems like a class act, man. And I think that's what you need, is a humble guy under center who is a heck of a leader, who will fight for his teammates, who is spending time going through route trees with his receivers, building chemistry with his receivers, not running off to Florida or Miami every chance he gets and not being in the building, man, but building those relationships, even more so than having a talented quarterback, somebody that can just bring great chemistry to the whole offensive room. Yeah. And it starts with the quarterback.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you look at, once again, we talk about Stetson a lot, but Stetson got that buy-in in 22 especially. I mean, 21, maybe later in the season, maybe in the national championship game, everybody was backing him at that point. Yeah. But in 22, no doubt about it, it was his team. And I feel like that's the same exact thing that we're experiencing with Gunner. Everybody's bought into this kid, right? And the grit alone has sold me on Gunner Stockton, dude. And we all know the play against Texas when he scrambled in overtime, got his lights knocked out. But I'm telling you, man, that alone got me so juiced, so fired up to have a guy with a pair who just goes in there, and he loves the game so much. He loves his team. He loves the University of Georgia so much that he's willing to put his body on the line in the most critical of situations. That tells me all I need to know about Gunner Stockton, man. He's got a cannon of an arm. Yeah. We saw that in the Notre Dame game especially. I mean, he let it rip. Yeah. I went back and watched that game today, and it was not fun. Right. But I went to go see Gunner's arm, and my gosh, you're right about the deep ball. And I think you got to see it live in person. I don't think I really appreciated it in the moment when I was watching the Georgia Notre Dame game, the Sugar Bowl. But man, he's got a cannon.
I tell you, man, if you could just go back and just, now that football season's on the horizon, you're there, you're about to have just this fresh taste in your mouth. Just go back, and we're talking to Coach Shaver about this the other day at church, Clark, that go back and watch that Notre Dame game and see, and really just look at it through watching Gunner and the good things he did and the potential that he could build upon, that being his first ever career college start, man. And just there's a lot of good potential for him to be a dang good college quarterback this year and another year after that as well, man. And but you said the deep ball, I just think he's got a good touch, man, and accurate. He's accurate with it, and a lot of factors in that game that we've drove into the ground. But I mean, it's something that I really think too. You talk about the mobility of Gunner as well, and it opens up a chance to see a different Mike Bobo offense in the sense of an RPO really being utilized, where the quarterback is able to tuck it and run. Yeah. And I think there was the option to do that last year, but a quarterback just didn't want to do it. And
well, I think he did do it in towards later in the year, especially Tennessee. I think somebody made the decision, whether it was Carson, whether it was Mike Bobo, that he was going to start keeping
somebody needs to keep it.
And it worked. I mean, it did. You go back and watch that Tennessee game, that quarterback run was now look, well, I'm not talking about, not Gunner. Carson was scampering for 30-yard runs or anything, but getting 5 to 10 yards.
That's what you You don't need Michael Vick out there.
Right.
You don't need Michael Vick out there, right? I mean, we're not asking him to do that, but what we've said, being able to scramble, break the pocket, man, and be able to just, instead of throwing the ball away, get a 5 or 6 yard gain would be just huge, pivotal for this offense. And instead of having third and long situations, having third and short, instead of 3rd and 9, having 3rd and 3s, and it changes your play calling and what you could do. And offers a higher success rates and more first downs and driving the ball down the field. And I think just the RPO is going to be big, and that end's not going to be crashing every time like we saw where there essentially really wasn't a threat last year with that. And it's going to be something that I'm excited to see what Gunner can do. Kirby made a statement about it early on in camp about that we have a quarterback now that we have options to do on the ground as well.
That's
so
awesome.
I think that was very telling. And I'll tell you, I've kind of heard this around and then thinking about how he played. A comparison for Gunner Stockton, man, is we were talking about this earlier. Connor Shaw.
Connor Shaw, yeah. That's a great comparison.
He was a leader, well respected.
He was from Rabun too, right? The Shaw family, I'm pretty sure, is from Rabun.
Yeah, around there. He played at Flowery Branch.
Oh, okay.
His dad coached there, but his dad left Flowery Branch to coach Rabun County, I believe.
That's right, yeah.
So, and his little brother was the head coach at Rabun County, but I think I think his little brother coached. Yeah, he coached Gunner.
Yeah,
Right?
that sounds right. Yeah, J-Bo
so,
Shaw. This is crazy.
But I mean, seriously, I think their style of play, from what I remember, Connor Shaw just gashing Georgia in like 13 and 14, man, and he did a lot with his legs on the ground. I mean, it's not like he was just speed demon out there, but he was athletic enough and big enough that he wasn't scared of contact. Now, also with a signal caller and a quarterback, you can't just continuously go through the whole year just loving contact. You got to be smart in situations, or you're not going to make it through an SEC schedule. But even I think if he plays to the level like Connor Shaw did in 2014, the sky's the limit this football.
Yeah, that's all you need.
And you hear Baker Mayfield. I mean, y'all, if he plays like Baker Mayfield, if he's close to a comparison to Baker Mayfield, then by gosh, go ahead, just national championship.
And a Heisman.
I mean, yeah. So, but very excited about him. The more you think about Gunner Stockton, man, can't say enough good things about it. Love the fact, Clark, that we get 2 games at home that should really be able to kind of get the wheels turning on this offense. You know, break it in a little bit, and then you go to Knoxville. So, yeah,
that's a good point. I mean, here's the thing with Gunner: mechanically, he has a great arm. He throws with confidence. He stands tall in the pocket. That's a great sign of a good quarterback right there, is when you have a guy that he stands tall and he delivers over the top, and his mechanically he's great. The one thing that I just hope we get ironed out really quickly are those little mental, breakdowns. And that's tough, right? Like he got thrown into the fire last year. The SEC championship, literally, other than the national championship, you could argue the biggest stage in college football, the SEC championship. He was thrown there, not necessarily. I mean, yes, he was prepared, but it's not like, hey, Gunner, you're getting the start for the SEC championship. You got 7 days to prepare. No, it was like your time's now.
That's right.
He jumped in, and he made some mistakes, and that's okay.
Right.
But let's get those ironed out. And they know this. I mean, this is nothing like revolutionary, but.
You're exactly right, Clark. I think the big mistake you think about, 2 of them in my mind, is the pick in the SEC championship where it looked like it just went straight to the cornerback and had a lot of pressure on him right there, trying to get the ball out, make something happen. And then, of course, the fumble right before the half in the Sugar Bowl.
That wasn't on him, though.
He got blew up. But, I mean, I'm just talking in general, that type of stuff, being able to – with time, I think you get more of an awareness in the pocket of a defensive end coming in on your backside. And it's something that all that is going to be more game time and experience that is going to grow with him, and he'll be fine. Because a Kirby Smart Georgia football team, you just got to have a quarterback who doesn't lose you the football game in the sense of you don't have to have somebody just completely take over the game and win games 51-45 and be on their A game and throw for over 450-plus yards a game.
That'd be great.
It would be great, man. But with how this defense is structured year after year, you don't have to have that.
Right.
What you can't do is have stupid mistakes and turning the ball over and giving opposing offenses short fields to actually do some damage against these elite Georgia defenses, man. Yeah. So, and I think Gunner Stockton, the way he is, his charisma and everything, that you're not going to see a whole lot of that this year. I think he'll be able to make the plays that he's given. I think we're going to run the football a whole lot better this year, and then that is going to open up opportunities to take shots downfield with these big wide receivers that we're now blessed with in wide receiver room, and hit on those plays for some big explosive plays downfield through the passing game, man. And there's your recipe right there.
Yeah, I like it. That's pretty much it on Gunner. Big year ahead of him, man. I think a lot, I hate to put this on him, but I think a lot does kind of hinge on his decision-making this year. If we make good decisions, if he makes good decisions with this offense, and that includes the check downs and whatnot, I think this team will be really, really good. This offense is going to be
Yeah.
very underrated. They're going to fly under the radar.
Yeah.
We're going to strike teams. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to run the football. But like I said, it all kind of starts with Gunner. Okay. Pug. Ryan Puglisi, or Puglisi, however you say it. Redshirt freshman he's a great number 2.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And I feel comfortable if I don't want this to happen, but if Gunner were to go down, I would feel pretty comfortable with Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's something, I mean, you hate to say it, but the way that Gunner Stockton plays football, there is a chance that he can get banged up and Pug have to come in some pivotal moments, man. And I feel like that he is somebody that has all the tools. I think you watch videos of him throwing the football mechanically. Just for an average fan looking at a quarterback, he looks like he's got all the tools. And I think that's something that he's going to get better and better once he gets more comfortable with Mike Bobo's offense and the playbook and spends more time in Athens as well. And I couldn't ask for a more solid guy at number 2, I think, too. And I think somebody who's not going to create any drama because he is number 2.
Right. I
think he knows what his position is this year, and he's going to work hard every week thinking he's going to be a starter at any given time that he could. And, it's a blessing to have him.
Yep. And then behind him is Ryan Montgomery, freshman 4-star. Don't know much about this kid, but I mean, I don't think it's going to. I'm going to knock on wood. I'm not even going to say that there's that possibility. Never mind. I'm not going there. Not even going there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much a quarterback room.
You got all Coulter Ginn in there too.
Coulter Ginn, yeah. I'm feeling good though, right? Gunner needs to just stay healthy, limit the blows he takes, and I think we'll be rolling. So, anything else there?
No, that's it. I think we covered it.
All right, let's go to the running back room. Very, very deep room. You could argue this is the deepest room on the team, maybe, potentially.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys, a lot of talent in this room. What I love about this running back room, Adam, is the versatility. There's a back for pretty much any situation.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. But let's start with the fact that we lost Trevor Etienne to the draft. We were thinking we were getting him back there for a second.
Yeah.
And that would have been huge. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh.
That, man.
But no, I mean, he made a good business decision to get to the NFL.
Thankful
I don't
for the
blame
year
him.
he had.
Oh, yeah.
At Georgia, man.
Beat Florida.
Beat Florida. Yeah. Great game in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
Got hampered by some injuries, but thankful that he was a dog for a year.
Scored the game winner against Texas in the Benz too.
That's right. We'll go down in Georgia lore.
Yeah. But yeah, so this year, who do we got? Nate Frazier, obviously, sophomore. We saw a great performance from him last year. And man, I just love him too. He's a dog. He loves the University of Georgia. The fact that he got that penalty down in Jacksonville last year. Do you remember that? He did the Todd Gurley bow in the end zone or the Gator chomp.
Oh, what's the Gator chomp? Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a Gator chomp.
It was the Gator chomp.
It was a Gator chomp.
Yeah. Like Gurley did in what? He did it in
12.
12, yeah.
Yeah. That was just great. And that sold me on Nate Frazier. I was like, this guy right here is a dog. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited about him. What do you think about Frazier this
man. I mean, obviously we saw in his freshman year the natural just athletic ability at the running back position that he has, man. And we saw Kirby. When you see Kirby Smart really ride a player, you know that this kid's going to be special. I mean, of course he rides all his team, but you could tell throughout the Kirby era that there's just certain guys that he rides, and that's because he sees the potential of those guys that are just to an extra gear, I believe. And
to that point, right quick, Richard LeCount.
Yeah.
You know that one. Jordan Davis was another one that you just didn't really see it. But yes, you're right. I mean, Frazier, same way.
Yeah, and there were some times he coughed up the football, but that was on just being a freshman running back straight out of high school, getting used to SEC speed, man.
Right.
So I think this jump into a sophomore year, he has more confidence. He knows he is the guy, and I think it's the first stud true. I mean, we've had some good ones now. James Cook was good. Obviously, he's doing great in the NFL.
Yeah.
Kenny Mack was good. Zamir White was good. But I think he is the best true just stud we've had in that backfield since DeAndre Swift. The best we've had since DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, I would agree, actually. Yeah. You can't. It's hard to argue that.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a guy that's going to be flying under the radar a little bit, and all these, I guess, like SEC top running back predictions that you see out there. I mean, but he's going to be a guy that's really going to splash into the national scene, and somebody who is going to be great for Gunner to have in the huddle with him. I think he oozes confidence in himself.
Yeah.
And if he stays healthy, man, I think he's going to have a big year.
Some other names, Roderick Robinson, we get him back. Hopefully he's healthy, good to go. Junior season, Adam, really just hasn't taken that step yet, and it's been because of injury mostly. But, man, just a big bruiser back. I'm really excited to see him this year. We've got Chauncey Bowens, redshirt freshman. We've got Josh McCray, the transfer from Illinois. He's another big guy. Cash Jones, senior year. Huge in the passing game last year.
Yeah.
And then one more name right quick. Bo Walker, freshman. My gosh, had an amazing G-Day. Had an amazing spring from what I hear.
Yeah, I think you look at this room, Clark, you hit the nail on the head with the diversity in it. I mean, just a unique blend that I think complements each other really well. McCray coming in, going to be a great guy on the goal line that really loves contact, getting that A-gap, and be a guy – and I want to see our running backs be able to break some tackles in this year, you know, and not just go down on first contact. Be able to get that extra 4 yards or so and breaking the first tackler. And I think McCray's a guy who at Illinois was really big, especially in goal line situations, being able to punch it in. I mean, I know he'll face some more difficult defensive lines this year, but I mean, still Big Ten, very respectable in that regard here lately. And Chauncey Bowens is a guy who's got some game time. You think about Dwight Phillips as well. And Cash Jones, let me talk about him for a second. I mean, he'll be big on special teams. He's a leader. He's a guy who's been in this culture for a long time in the locker room. And I think he will be big for a guy like Gunner Stockton at quarterback for his confidence. Also, I mean, not only from being able to pass block and pass in situations, but also being a safety valve as a check down. I mean, very dangerous in the passing game. Wheel routes on the sidelines, check downs, man. So, I mean, I think being a leader in that room, knowing the thing about Cash, he knows what he is. He is loving and enjoying how he has overexceeded his time at the University of Georgia, I feel like, and will be a great leader to young guys in that room, like a Nate Frazier, like a Bo Walker. Bo Walker, a guy that I feel like recruiting services missed in the sense of he should have been rated higher. But that's what separates Kirby Smart from these guys. And traditionally, really, Georgia recruiting running backs is taking these 3-star guys or 4-star guys and really just making them absolute studs. And all the buzz that you hear from Bo Walker is he's going to be a big contributor this year. Maybe, I think, I'll make a prediction and say he gets the second most carries this year.
Really? Wow.
I think as the season progresses, by the end of the year, Bo Walker, everybody in America will know his name.
I like
That's the
that.
next great true freshman Georgia.
So is that your first bold?
That's my bold statement.
Okay. I don't think you're far off, man. I think if people really knew about Bo Walker,
Yeah.
like the general public,
Right.
there'd be a lot more buzz to this kid.
And not to take anything away from Rod Robinson, I think he will start the season getting, and I hope he stays healthy. The kid deserves it. He's done nothing but just put his head down and work, and it doesn't seem like to the public eye complaining about the situation, but he's a guy that if everything just stars align for him, he stays healthy, of course, with the experience he has, is going to be big as well. Like you said, a bruiser, big old guy. So I'm glad to see him back for another year. And hopefully he is somebody who makes a big difference in this Georgia running back room. And I think he will be as well. So another just good room that you might look at it at first and be like, oh, this doesn't seem like it has been as talented as what we've seen in the past, but I think as this season progresses, you're going to see that elite talent still in that running back room.
Yeah. Here's the thing about this team, man. There's not the star power names, right? It's not the sexiest names out there, and I do too, man. You know, we keep making this comparison to the 2021 team. Now, hold up. Before we make any assumptions here of what I'm about to say, that team was great. That team was elite, one of the best defenses. I'll go to my grave saying that was the best college football defense of all time. But my point is, man, this team has that same kind of feel as 21. I'm not sitting here saying we're gonna have a record-breaking offense or defensive performance this year. I'm not saying we're going to necessarily win the national championship. But no, there's a lot of people not talking about Georgia.
Yeah.
Like they should be.
Right. And doesn't it seem like that this group has the potential, and we're not in the locker room, but having that connection that Kirby Smart preaches and talks about that his teams have to have.
Yeah.
And
and think about this too, to that point, you know, there's not that entitlement anymore.
Exactly.
Like it doesn't exist with these guys. All of these guys are, a good majority of these guys that we're talking about today are underclassmen.
Right.
They're not juniors or seniors.
That's right.
Like the COVID class, those guys are finally gone.
Yes.
Right? Like all of them.
Yes.
And I don't know. There's just not that many guys who've won a national championship on this team.
That's right.
And, they're hungry.
They're hungry, man. And when you think about what you're going to have to manage now as a coaching staff in the NIL era to not have money, who's getting paid what, this and that, be a factor in dividing the locker room. And now that we're a few years in, and Kirby Smart's been through a few seasons of this and seeing some of this stuff too, and being how he is able to adapt to stuff, I think that, and I don't know this for sure, but I feel like, though, that we got a good system with NIL, like being able to guys are kind of in sync, I guess, of what their worth is right now and what they could go out and get as well, proving it on the field and the opportunity there, not only here at the University of Georgia getting NIL money right now, but for the development that you'll get to get life-changing money in the NFL draft as well, Clark. So I just feel like, and I could be wrong, but it just seems from the outside looking in that this team, the locker room, is so pivotal, and you hear me talk about it more and more, but every championship team you see, especially in Athens and all Kirby Smart's years, there's been core leaders on both sides of the football that you could tell that their character just shines, man, just shines out into the public, and they're leading these teams, and there's multiple guys on both sides of the football that do that carry that, and it was missing last year, Clark, I feel like, and then this year it just seems like there's that potential that those guys are going to shine, and we might see new ones emerge as the season progresses, and you have to have that to win a national championship, Clark. And it just seems like that DNA is finally back in the locker room in Athens this year.
Yeah, I think there's something to connectivity. And look, that's a buzzword. I mean, you got these billion-dollar corporations that talk about connection and yada, yada. But that really is the DNA of a Kirby Smart coach football team. We saw it back in 2017.
Yes,
right?
yes.
I think that was to me, that is the best coaching job of Kirby Smart's career right there, 2017 season, for many reasons. But man, the connection with that team, it was unreal. And I was working with the team, and you could feel it. Even as a video manager,
it was contagious.
Yeah, like we were all bought into, hey, how do we get better? And I know that sounds cheesy and cliche and everything, but truly, that is what this team is built upon. And, if we have that this year, this is going to be a really tough team to stop.
Oh, it will.
So, very deep running back room, man. Frazier's going to get the bulk of the carries, but, hey, we're going to see a lot of these guys rotating in and out in different situations.
Unique backs, man. I think all of them are going to contribute in their own way.
That's fun, man. That's fun. It's not a Kerryon Johnson 2017 Auburn kind of a team.
And the good thing about a running back is you think, what if guys – they're not getting enough carries. They get angry, all this stuff that provides drama. Yeah, that's to a sense, man, but bringing up Kerryon, they ran him into the ground. And Kerryon, I think it affected his NFL career. Running backs have such a short life in the NFL and in just their football lifespan in general. It is a big recruiting tool to have talented backs you can win with and divide carries to keep them healthy.
And still get them drafted.
Right? And they still, are able to shine on the field and make big plays and everything. So being able to have that is huge, I think.
Yeah. Think about the guys Kirby's put into the NFL with this system, right? It's not a one-back system. And, there's not a whole lot of teams out there anymore that just do one back. But we've got like 2, 3, sometimes even 4 guys a game in the running back room contributing. And a lot of these guys are going on to play on Sunday.
Kenny McIntosh just got hurt again, injury play, but still.
James Cook, DeAndre Swift.
Zamir White.
Zamir White. Chubb, Sony. I think we're missing a couple. But all these guys got drafted, right? These weren't like free agents.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. All right. So that's the running back room. Let's go to the receiver room. This one's going to be fun. All right. So last year we lost, or I say last year, I guess this offseason. Dominic Lovett is at the lines doing big things there.
That's great. Yeah, really pulling for him.
Transferred Anthony Evans. He's no longer with us.
Yeah, Texas A&M.
I think.
I can't remember.
No, Julian Humphrey went. Maybe they both did. Yeah, I don't know.
I think he did.
That sounds right. And then Arian Smith is absolutely crushing it with the Jets, which is just wild. And there's talks that he's going to be, wide receiver 2. Is that what you told me the other day?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I saw that. I don't know if it was made up or what, but there's a chance that he could actually, that they're really liking what he's doing.
Well, good for Arian, man. So this room right here, man. Look, last year I said something, and I had a bold take, And I said, this will be the best Georgia
Mississippi
football.
State, excuse me. Anthony Evans.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
I said last year, this would be the best receiving room Georgia football has ever seen. Now, looking back, that was a terrible take. But in my defense, you lose two of your top receivers. You lose Ra and Colby at the beginning of the year. So, and that was honestly, once again, we've touched on this multiple times, but that was a huge blow because you're counting on those guys to be your X receiver. And when you then have to take Dylan Bell and move him all around and getting him out of sorts, like you're moving all these guys out of position, we just didn't work as effective.
Right.
So, but yeah, for this year specifically, though, we do get Colby Young back. He's a senior, 6'3" frame, man. We saw some flashes last year. Saw him, had a big game against Clemson, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And then, made some catches here and there. But I'm really high on Colby Young this year. I think this is a year he takes that step and really shows us what he's got.
Yeah, and even before all the stuff happened that got him off the field, and thankfully that was all cleared up and everything, and just served which way or the other, I don't know, but everything went good for Colby, and he's back on the team right now. It seems like so that's good, and he wasn't even healthy from when we saw him the first few games as well. So.
Which is wild.
That's just wild. So imagine a very healthy Colby Young coming out here, with a year in Georgia's system, and they say in camp still he's just lighting it up.
Yep. He's a stud, man.
He's gonna be huge. Gonna be huge.
Yeah. And then if that weren't enough, we get transfer Noah Thomas. This is his senior year. I'm sure this is going to be a one and done situation for him. Dude's going to the NFL more than likely. 6'5", big body, Adam. Finally in Athens, Georgia, we get a big body receiver. And this guy is a playmaker, hard to bring down, good hands, good route runner, pretty much a complete package. And what I like about him is, you really can use him in so many different situations. But go watch his tape from Texas A&M. He's got some stuff.
Yeah. He is. He's somebody that you heard about in camp, and the first couple practices that were out there, I was like, well, what guy really shined? Noah Thomas. Like that's what people were saying just off the rip.
Yep.
Noah Thomas, man. So you won't believe Noah Thomas, and I just keep reading this stuff, and I just get it, man. Just juice. Like everything that I wanted to hear, like in my mind, this is the best case scenario. You're hearing it in the first few days of fall camp.
Okay, to be fair,
but what?
Everybody is glass half full.
Not in Knoxville.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
Did you see that? One of their quarterbacks threw an interception.
And they blurred
the quarterback.
out.
What about a social media team doing that? Was that good on the video staff in Tennessee?
I don't know. They're calling it the blur gate.
Yeah, blur gate.
If you don't know what we're talking about, go look on Tennessee's Instagram page. Yeah, there's a video of a quarterback throwing an interception. They literally blurred out
There's
the
a
quarterback.
Controversy up there.
Yeah.
So they didn't want didn't want the Rabid fans to just. Of course, Tennessee fans would melt down and turn against the quarterback because the Tennessee social media team recorded a video of them throwing a pick in practice. Right, so they couldn't do that.
Like
right?
that's never happened.
They'd be getting death threats. The quarterback would for throwing an INT and
they throw golf balls at him.
Yeah. So they had to blur them out for the guy's safety.
Yeah,
and mental health.
That's
right.
That's Tennessee for you right there. Look, when we go up there this year, we're going to do a vlog actually this time, and we're going to show y'all because I feel like people don't believe us when we say like Tennessee's hostile.
It is.
Like you don't want to go up there.
We've
with
gotten
family
an encounter
children.
every year we've been up there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we did in 23.
Nah, 23 they were a little bit more subdued.
It's late in the year they were humbled. But now we're going up there third week of the season. If they beat Fran Brown's Syracuse team and they're 2-0, oh man, they still got hope.
That's true. Oh my gosh. But yeah, going back to the receiver room, a guy who had a huge game up in Knoxville 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Receiver.
Nice transition.
Thank you, Adam. Dylan Bell, man.
Yes, sir.
I was super high on Dylan Bell last year, and he would have shown his fullest potential had he been in the right position, right? Had we not had to move him out to X and Z or whatever, had he been in the right position.
Yeah.
Slot, my gosh, this kid is special. I'm telling you, I'm doubling down on what I said last year. This guy is ready to go. He's going to give us a great performance offensively this year.
Yeah, played a lot of football here at the University of Georgia. Been very selfless in what he's been asked to do, especially 2 years ago. I mean, he had to line up in the backfield and play running back, had to take away some snaps and what he could have been working on in the receiving room to come to the running back room when we were very thin in that position. And what this team's asked, he's done in the past 2 years, man. So I'm very hopeful that Dylan Bell is able to, like you said, get in the slot, man, or wherever James Coley wants to put him and shine this year as well. And he's got a lot of talent around him. And if it keeps up like this, he can really just settle into a role and I think have a very successful 2025 season.
For sure.
The talent's there. He's a very special man, a guy that could take some jet sweeps, be very well. I mean, he could throw a pass out of the backfield if you need to.
Yeah.
And, I mean, a lot of just possibilities are endless with what you could do with Dylan Bell.
Yeah.
And especially coming into a big veteran season, third year, really, playing a lot of significant time. Yeah, I mean, it's a blessing and something I think that Georgia fans need to be very thankful. I know there's all these new, just very shiny and flashy transfers who are all going to be great, I think, but don't underestimate Dylan Bell coming back in this wide receiver room.
Well said, Adam. I like that a lot. All right, let's talk about one of those shiny new toys.
Yeah, call it like it.
Yeah. Zachariah Branch. I mean,
a shiny one, man.
Oh, he's very shiny.
He's glistening.
Yep.
He's glistening, Cole. I mean, he's glistening.
Right, like out of the box.
You dang right, boy.
Like instructions
guy.
fell out of the box
Love that guy.
with Zachariah Branch. What an analogy. Yeah. 5'9",
That's
not huge, right?
No, I mean, that's my height. I can't imagine being a dominant college wide receiver at 5'9".
At 5'9". Well, he is.
That guy is. That's good. Get on him, man.
Yeah. 180 pounds, soaking wet, I guess. Just a true baller, Adam. Yeah. He makes guys miss, and he is going to be absolutely amazing in our screen game.
Yeah.
And I know people chuckle
End arounds, man.
And end arounds, but I'm serious.
Punt return.
If we can get this thing blocked out on the perimeter, these screens this year, let's just be hopeful that we can do that. If we can, Zachariah Branch is going to be electric.
But when you have a 6'5", 6'3" guy, the X blocking right there, I think we're going to be able to throw a couple extra this year and be able to successfully get the Mike Bobo screen game going. And I'm all for it, man. I love a screen. Now, what I really love is a good tunnel screen.
Oh, yeah.
There's
like Brock Bowers in the SEC Championship.
Yes. Lad McConkey in the Peach Bowl. Wasn't that right?
Geez, yeah.
There's
that was a good one. That was a real good one.
There's nothing like just really just playing a game of chess and checkmating the freaking defense with a tunnel screen. Yeah. When the linebackers are just flying up the gaps, and you just.
I think a lot of Georgia fans out there, they have such a bad taste about screens for whatever reason. But listen, and everybody's like, oh, Todd Monken. Todd Monken ran screens all the time.
Right.
Todd Monken is why we still are running screens at the University of Georgia. The problem last year was we could not get it blocked.
The problem is when you had a 1st and 10 scenario and you couldn't run the football, Clark. Yeah. The screen game, you got to be able to run the football as well, too. And
especially if it's an RPO.
Yeah, exactly. So you would run the football up the A gap, draw, 2nd and 8. Screenplay, blown up block, lost 2 yards, 3rd and 10.
Yep.
And you saw that sequence of the first 2 plays in a series go like that, and 3rd and long, facing 3rd and long, and it was. And then there was a lot of time we talked about it at Kentucky, man. That game could have been a whole lot different if one block is made by Ben Hursick. Say it that Aaron Smith would have just still been run.
Yep.
But that's neither here nor there. But I think we're going to see it ran with a whole lot more success rate.
It's got
positive yardage this year as well. So that's something to be excited about, I think.
Mm-hmm. Another guy I'm really excited about, Adam, Sakovi White, redshirt freshman, didn't get a lot of action last year, if any at all. Was he hurt, or am I just dreaming that?
I don't know. He might have been banged up a little bit.
Okay.
Might have been banged up a little bit.
Anyway.
They really just learned the playbook.
Yeah.
Underneath him.
Well, we'll say this is his first year. But, hey, this guy right here is flying under the radar. Very underrated in my mind.
He did get hurt. Anyway.
Very athletic. You might even see him, you might see him do some punt return. He probably won't this year with Zachariah Branch. You don't need to. But I guarantee you this guy's going to see some time. He's very, very talented. I like his demeanor.
Yeah.
He's He reminds me so much of Ladd McConkey in his whole recruitment and everything. I think both of them were 3 stars. Both of them didn't get really any offers, but Georgia. And so, hey, Sokovie White, look out.
Ooh. Yeah.
And then one more guy I want to mention right quick. Well, really 3. The first one, London Humphreys, sophomore year.
Is he a junior?
Or, yeah, maybe he might be a junior.
Yeah,
Sorry.
freshman year at Vanderbilt.
That's right. Yeah. Dang, that is right. Anyway, speed burner. If you can get him out in space, I think he's a good weapon.
Yeah.
You know, probably not your go-to, but something else to throw into the mix.
Big at times last year, especially that season opener.
Yeah,
against Clemson, man, and he's now had a year transitioning from Vanderbilt's program to Georgia's program, entrenched now in Athens. So, I mean, a guy who now with all these new shiny toys that we have in the wide receiver room kind of gets overlooked a little bit, but we got to remember he's still in there, and a guy that has got some pretty good hands, man, and I think a good playmaking receiver that will be thrown in the mix too as well. So I mean, very deep room. James Coley's got a good room there, and a room that really has to step up a bunch of notches on their play this year to what it was last year. They will with this group, man, and very excited to see what they do.
Mm-hmm. 2 freshmen I want to throw out there: C.J. Wiley and
man,
Talon Taylor. Did I say that right?
Talon or Tylen. I don't know. I'm sure it's Talon.
Yeah.
So
both 4-star.
Talon's a 5-star, man.
Well,
first one since Pickens.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
On 24/7 or
I don't know.
ESPN.
I don't know. It was on 3 or 24/7. I don't know. But he was a 5-star on one of them. And the first, because he was the first 5-star wide receiver recruit we got since George Pickens, man. Yeah. So a lot of buzz out of him already in camp as well. So deep room, man. I think Gunner is going to have a lot of help, man.
Mm-hmm. He'll also have a lot of help in the tight end room.
Right,
my gosh. Look, this is the best unit in the country. Don't at me on that. I promise you, though, top to bottom, my gosh, it just does not get better than this.
Well, it's so we talked about all those receivers, Clark, and how talented they are and how fun it'll be seeing those guys. Yeah. This tight end room is so deep, man, that you're really going to see a lot of 12 personnel. So you're not going to utilize all those receivers on the field. I mean, yes, of course, there's packages are, but I think primarily you're going to see 2 tight ends on the field in the 12 personnel package, man.
When you got an Oscar Delp and a Lawson Lucky, we saw a lot of that last year. But dang, having them in again, that's amazing.
But I think the guys behind them is going to be even better. I mean, you've heard about Riddell a little, I don't know, not a whole. I mean, talent, but I'm sorry, man, but I think the 2 freshmen coming in are going to be
they're studs,
even better.
Yeah, Ellis Williams and then Ethan Barber. I've heard a lot of buzz about Ethan Barber so far.
Yeah, did you? I mean, just seeing them on the sideline at G-Day. They didn't look like they were incoming freshmen, right? Straight out of high school, right? So, already some buzz on those guys of just being able to throw footballs that DBs don't have a chance.
No. Or linebackers.
Or linebackers don't have a chance elevating to get them that these guys are being able to just go up and get them, man. So, Todd Hartley in that room, if there's one position group at the University of Georgia should never question year in, year out now that we've learned it's the tight end room, even with Brock Bowers gone. And Delp coming back, I think Delp he's opened up a lot about what happened last year, and I think it's something that he wants to come back and make right this year. I think he's going to be a guy that's going to be a big leader on that offense, man. And then you got Lucky right behind him. So 2 veteran guys like that for this young talent right behind him, man. A good mix in that room. And I think you'll see a bunch of multiple tight ends on the field at the same time a lot, and that's how this offense likes to work. And I think they're going to be good with their hand in the dirt as well. They're going to have to be for us to be able to have the success we want to on the ground as well. That's, I think, the main priority of this offense needs to achieve this year is establishing a good running game consistently.
Yeah. I mean, is it crazy to think or to see 3 tight ends?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Not crazy. Not crazy.
Oh, yeah,
not crazy. Yeah, sorry. Especially heavy pack. So,
just an embarrassment of riches, Adam, isn't that right?
Yeah, I love saying that a lot. Oh, yeah, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. We're blessed.
We are blessed in the tight end room.
And
you know what I really liked, and I know everybody saw this too, that's in the Georgia football bubble, but Lawson Lucky last year, as he's approaching Gunner, before that game-winning drive, or I should say overtime drive right there, hyping him up. I like that. That's what we need more of.
Connection.
Connection. And I like Oscar Delp. Speaking about last year's team, how it just fell short.
And opening up about himself, man. And that's when you know.
Taking accountability.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That was good. You read my mind on that. That's when you know, like, what a real man does. Not only on the football field, but in life. It's taking responsibility and accountability because we all fall short. We all fall short. But the men and women, but we're talking about the men right now, who are able to accept that, admit that, man, and improve upon that are the ones that succeed in life.
For sure.
And the ones who are the guys that you want to surround yourself with, and the iron that sharpens the other piece of iron, Clark. So, excited about Delp. I think he'll be obviously going into his senior year.
That's crazy.
And coming back, man, a guy's going to have a chip on his shoulder, and somebody who's going to lead that tight end room and be very big for us from a leadership standpoint and playmaking standpoint.
I love it. All right, let's move to the last unit, the last room on offense.
And the biggest question mark.
And the biggest
cog in this offensive wheel.
Yep. You just reminded me.
This offense.
Adam and I have an inside joke. It's not even worth explaining. But it's hilarious crap.
This cog in this.
Oh, my gosh.
This deal.
I'm not going to be able to shake this. This is so
offensive machine.
Yeah, anyway.
Big cog.
You're right, though. The offensive line quite literally is the biggest question mark on this entire football team. If things go right this year in this offensive line unit,
trophies are going in Butt Smear.
Trophies are. That's a great way of putting it right there. I mean, honestly,
right.
though, you win championships in the trenches, man, on both sides of the ball, but especially offensively. Let's start with this. Only 35 starts amongst this group that we're about to talk about.
Really?
35?
Hey, but sometimes hitting the refresh button is good.
That's what I'm thinking too. Last year, these guys were Joe Moore preseason award-winning group. And this year, nobody's given them a chance, including Georgia fans.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, obviously last year was catastrophic. A lot of injury plague.
Yeah.
Unfortunate circumstances, but still not where we wanted to be. I mean, the biggest I hope is 15th overall in the SEC in rushing yards per game. You can't have that at the University of Georgia.
No. Never.
That's
awful, actually. Fifth. Yeah, that's terrible.
What, 102nd at FBS? Is that what
102nd FBS. Man. And it starts up front. And it's not like we didn't have the talent. It's not like we didn't have the talent in the running back room to make that happen. So, we got to improve, especially in the run game. They know this. They're fixing it. I hope they are fixing it. If not,
they have been, man. We talked about it last episode, getting John Lilly back and then Phil Rauscher from the old Jaguars offensive line coach, I believe, coming in. And that's what you got to do. You got to come in there. You got to brainstorm and get some new fresh minds there. And then when you can humble yourself and be able to take, some wisdom from other areas of other people as well and kind of come up with a collective plan. At least
you sound really smart right now, Adam.
So that's what Stacey Searles is doing, man. And I mean, he's coached offensive line for a long time, man.
So he brought in John Lilly for the offensive line, or for the tight ends, or just kind of both.
Just I guess overall, but I mean, really, does the tight ends need anything?
No, but what I'm saying is maybe it makes sense though. I mean, to have him in there because he has an extensive background in tight ends. You know what I mean? Tight ends and offensive linemen, obviously, they work together.
I mean, maybe some tight end blocking as well. I mean,
Trey
putting your hand in. Yeah. So, I mean, having those guys in, I think you've heard a lot of buzz about that this year that maybe the common Georgia fan hasn't been able to hear. So that's a little bit of scoop. There's been some new faces in the building kind of helping kind of transform this offensive line. So I'm feeling good about it. And I think we all need to just 100% be behind and fired up about this offensive line, Clark. Did you? Yeah. I mean, I think we should. Why not?
To be so
why
badly.
do we not be negative about it? Why not? I mean, let's just. I'm just saying, let's all not just let our heads explode if we run a draw, and we will.
We will run a draw.
The first play against Marshall to Nate Frazier, and it gets blown up, and it's 2nd and 11. Let's all not just come
unglued.
If a defensive tackle comes to the A-gap.
If that happens, I'm throwing my hat.
Just don't come unglued yet.
Okay. All right. Not yet.
You don't wear a hat.
That is true. Yeah, I'll throw your hat. All right. Last year, we lost 4 starters on the line. Xavier Truss, Tate Ratledge, Jared Wilson, Dylan Fairchild. All those guys have gone on. I don't know what do you think Xavier Truss is doing? I don't think he's a free agent, is he?
I don't know what.
Did he get picked? I don't think he got picked up by anybody.
I don't think he did. But I don't know. He might have got invited to a camp. I I hate to say it, Clark, but I don't know what old Xavier did. I hope he did. I hope he's doing fine.
Well, even if not football, I hope his degree
he's
at
doing
Georgia
well
is serving
dang
him well.
right,
and
man. He's
doing
a
good.
national champion.
That is true. Yeah. Two-time.
That's right.
So yeah, I mean, we got to have some guys step up here. Obviously, the biggest improvement needs to be made in the run blocking. I don't think pass pro
I
was
agree.
necessarily an issue or
Good point.
a huge issue last year. I mean, there were some games that it got rough. Notre Dame, Sugar Bowl.
Yeah.
But
Banged
to
up
your
tackles.
point,
Yep.
banged up. We were very injury prone in the offensive line room. So let's start with this. Let's kind of read from left tackle to right tackle who we're kind of expecting to see in these positions. So left tackle, Adam, I think Monroe Freeling has really secured that spot. Showed some really good signs last year, and
Against Tennessee.
against Tennessee, he did.
Great game.
Yep. But obviously Notre Dame game wasn't great, and that is probably because he was banged up then, from what we hear.
Yeah,
So,
I agree, man. And you're hearing another guy who I think is going to take a big step up in a leadership position too, knowing that what happened last year is unacceptable, even though he was banged up and can easily have used that as a big-time excuse of what happened in the Sugar Bowl. He is taking accountability for it and is got that chip on his shoulder to improve and not let that be the lasting memory of his performance, man. And I think this year you're going to see some big things out of him. Excited to have him at a pivotal spot on the offensive line that's protecting the quarterback's blind side, man, at left tackle. So Freeland shows some great flashes. If the kid could just stay healthy, man, I think he's going to be a good player at that spot.
left guard, we're expecting Micah Morris.
Big Micah Morris fan.
Senior.
Big Micah Morris
Yes.
fan, man.
He
to
loves
roll.
the University of Georgia. He loves this team, man. Loves the line. You know, the offensive line, it's almost a team within themselves,
It
right?
is.
Like there's a true bond between offensive line. I've seen it every level.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in NFL because I've never been on an NFL team, but I would imagine it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. But even pipsqueak football, like the offensive line, man, you got to be connected. And I think Micah Morris is like the glue to this offensive line. Senior leader, definitely the most experienced lineman. I mean, played the most snaps, I think, out of all these guys that we're talking about. Maybe Ernest Green, but yeah, I mean, Micah Morris, Adam. Why are you a big Micah Morris fan?
I just feel like, man, he's somebody who has been putting in time and is really going to take that next step this year.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
really just like him, and I think now he's getting in that position. It's time to shine, man, and we're going to see some big things out of him this year. Clark.
Yeah,
Just
for
trying to
sure.
Come up with a good word to say. That used it.
I got you.
Go Micah, man.
Go Micah.
Go Micah.
We love you, Micah. Should we get a Micah Morris jersey?
Nah, why not?
Why not?
Why not? We got to pick our guy this year.
Yeah, yeah,
like
on the
Dan
line.
Jackson's been our
Yes.
guy.
Oh, my
So who's
gosh.
going to be our guy this year? We're gonna think about that.
We'll have to
And
brainstorm.
We'll make an official post on Row 60 of who the
guy
official
is.
guy is for Row
We
60.
actually need to do that. That would be hilarious.
We will.
All right. So center this year, Drew Bobo,
Yeah, I like it.
6'5". I didn't realize he was really that big, but 305, 6'5", 305. A little bit bigger of a center, I would say. I mean, normally you don't have a center that's 6'5". So a big body guy, obviously the son of Mike Bobo. I think, Adam, this guy is your leader too.
Yeah, absolutely.
He should be.
I mean, golly, grew up in a heck of a football family. His dad's the offensive coordinator. So I think a center is a quarterback on the offensive line. Talking about they're another kind of team themselves, then I think naturally the center is the leader of the offensive line in the sense of that a center has to be able to read defensive alignments as well as a quarterback does and have good communication with the quarterback. And going back previously where we talked about Gunner Stockton having that connection with Mike Bobo from an early age, then obviously you think you'd have that with Drew as well. And I mean, obviously you got to have a good connection between your center and your quarterback as well and be in sync. So these are probably guys who've Gunner's probably took a lot of snaps from Drew Bobo a lot.
That's a
his
good
time.
point, actually. Yeah.
So just working. Well, I don't think they played high school ball together. Drew Bobo didn't go to Ravens. So right, where did he go to high
I
school?
don't know. Should we look it up right quick?
Yeah, see
Drew Bobo High School.
I'm sure he went to wherever his
He says
Auburn, Alabama.
Auburn, Alabama.
Of course, that's
Oh,
where,
yeah.
When Bobo
Coach
was
there.
there. Duh.
That's right.
Anyway. So yeah, I think I think it'll be good having him there, man. I think he did good, and sometimes with Jarrett Wilson was banged up a lot last year, and sometimes he had to come in, and he's got his feet wet underneath him. I think it's time to take the reins. So, yeah, I like him at center. Good with it. Let's roll.
Yeah. At right guard, Adam is kind of up for grabs right now, and I think we'll learn a lot more in the coming weeks. Who's going to fill this role right here? Some guys that could potentially win this battle right now. Daniel Calhoun, 6'6", 325. He saw some live bullets last year. Not a lot of experience. So Michael Uini, I think that's how you say that.
Yep.
And then Juan Gaston. What a fun name.
Yeah, Juan Gaston.
6'7", 360 pounds. My gosh.
That's a
He's
mammoth.
probably
That's a mammoth.
yeah, and I mean a lot of these guys are probably going to rotate. I mean, that's just the DNA of this team and what we do. We fill different roles, different positions. But yeah, I mean, who do you think out of those guys?
Daniel Calhoun is the leader in the clubhouse right now, I believe. Not a big offensive line guy in the sense that I could just look at
names and
offensive, like their high school film and say this guy's gonna be the one. But I think you got Bo Hewley. I think they'll rotate some tackle spots, man. And but yeah, I think Gaston has got a lot of potential. But Calhoun's going to be the leader.
Okay.
Sorry,
You think so?
Old Dan Calhoun
Dan
to the table, man. So, yeah, just go ahead, chalk him in
What a name.
Yeah.
Daniel Calhoun. All right, at right tackle, we've got a guy who he's played a lot of snaps too, and I dogged on him last year, and I still kind of dog on him, and it's nothing personal. It's just I can't put this nicely, so I'm just not going to say anything.
But
Ernest Green, though, he had a great freshman year.
23 season, remarkable.
Amazing.
And what he had to do when Amarius Mims did what he did,
Right.
in the SEC championship.
Are you asking me a question?
Yeah, I mean, you didn't. He came in and he had to shift.
Yeah, he did. He did.
And really, I mean, I think he's a selfless guy in the sense of, there was just some struggles last year, sophomore slump, if you will. Mm-hmm. But I'm high on Ernest Green. And we need to remember the potential and the flashes he's shown in 23 and really get behind this guy, Clark.
Yeah. I want the best for the kid. I really do. I mean, beyond football too, but God, it was a rough year for him, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Now, he still played. So, I mean, obviously Cyril's and Bobo, they saw, he's got the potential. We know it because we saw it his freshman year.
Don't you think he's a better fit at right tackle?
100%. Yeah, and
So,
I think that
nice.
might have been what was missing last year. We just forced a square peg into a round hole or something.
Yeah.
Just didn't quite fit, And when we made that switch, Freeling to left tackle and then Ernest Green to right, I think things got a little bit better.
Yeah, I think Freeland's going to come into his own at that left tackle position, and then you get Green at right tackle position. That's what my hope is for these guys who's played some football, man. And here going into this season with both of them chips on their shoulders on the outside at the tackle positions, need them to have a big year.
Yes. I'm pulling for Ernest Green. I really am.
I think he will. It's there. The potential's there to be an absolute stud.
Yeah.
And I think he does it. He can make a lot of money this year.
He could.
By just playing to his potential. And hopefully he's another guy, I think, that's had some problems being banged up that I hope he just has a healthy year as well.
Yeah.
And I think we need to get behind Ernest Green. Clark, say it with me. Get behind Ernest Green.
Get behind it. Should we
get behind him?
start?
I mean, you need an Ernest Green jersey. You need to get you an Ernest. I'm going to get you an Ernest Green jersey to wear for the duration of the season.
What size jersey do you think Ernest Green wears? Because that's a big dude right there.
That's a big dude.
You think
3XL? Yeah, it's probably on
4?
up there.
Not 4. There's no way.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe about 3
or so. So, yeah, I mean.
Anyway. But yeah, man, I like the attitude currently with this offensive line. It seems like they're kind of ticked off with last year's performance. And, here's a crazy stat, though, too. In 2023, we rushed for 191 yards per game and allowed 13 sacks. Okay. In 2024, we rushed for only 124 yards per game and allowed 25
double
sacks.
The sack total.
Yeah,
wow.
double the sack.
And same quarterback, too, there,
Right.
for preference. I mean, it's not like you had a mobile quarterback in 23 and then a statue in 24.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, that kind of sums up the offense there. Feel really good about this entirety.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. There's no reason why Georgia fans at this point going into the season should be pessimistic about anything on the offense. Yes, you got some scars from last year about the running game and the offensive line, but We're here to tell you at Row 60 to get fired up about this offensive line. Get behind Coach Stacy Searles. Go get a Monroe Freeland jersey. Go get an Ernest Green jersey and show some love to the big fellas. Let them know you're behind them, man. And when they get on the field, I want you not clap. I mean, yes, clap for Gunner Stockton, Nate Frazier, and all this, but I want you to specifically in Sanford Stadium get behind the offensive line. Let them know that we have their back. I don't know how we could do that in unison to let people know that all 92,000 of us on August 30th at 3:30 p.m. are really behind this offensive line and getting juice for them.
We need to come up with a way to support the offensive line specifically.
Yeah.
We need to come up with a chant or something.
Letting Stacy and the boys know.
Stacy and the boys. Oh, my
We believe.
gosh.
And I think, in all seriousness, I really do think it's going to be a much improved unit. And
it better be, dadgummit, because
Oh,
somebody's going
that's
to lose
right.
their job if not this year. All right, anyway, let's move on to the other side of the ball. This is where, hey, man.
this is where the bread and butter is.
That's
this
it.
is right here this is my favorite. This is where
Yeah.
I get excited right here. This is what wins you championships.
That's right. Or loses them.
Unless you're 2019 LSU.
True. They did not have that great of a defense that year.
No.
Look, I will go
did
to
not
my
have
grave, and I know
stars.
I'm a Georgia fan, and I realize I wear red and black glasses often. But objectively speaking, sorry, you got me on a tangent. Objectively speaking, 2022 Georgia Bulldogs were a more complete team, both sides of the ball, actually all three phases, than the 2019 LSU team. LSU, listen, that's the best college football offense ever, 2019 LSU. I think that's fair to say. But in terms of defense,
No, very
special
pedestrian.
teams.
Very pedestrian.
So I don't know. That's just me. Complete team, 2022 Georgia Bulldogs. It cannot be argued. All right, sorry, a little tangent there. Let's talk about defense. We're returning 6 starters on defense this year. We lost 3 of the 4 of our leading tacklers last season, so we got to have some guys step up. Last year didn't seem like a vintage Kirby Smart coach defense, though, Adam, because we allowed 20.6 points per game.
Right.
Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're used to 10 point per game seasons and 15, 20 is a lot more. We also allowed 330 yards per game last season. Both of those statistics, the highest since 2016, since Kirby started.
I'll be dang.
That's a fun fact.
Fun fact.
And I did my fact checking there. So
Yeah, I mean, did you feel like last year, Clark, fundamentally sound, the defense wasn't like what we've grown to expect in Athens as far as some missed tackles?
yeah, no, it was poor.
And blown coverage, and just some stuff. Not just getting outplayed man to man in scenarios, but I'm talking about just like mental miscues that's average around college football, right, Clark? But not from what we have grown accustomed to in a Kirby Smart, Glenn Schumann, Georgia defense.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that definitely against Alabama, at least first half. We tightened things up. We made some great adjustments going into halftime. But then Ole Miss, man, they picked us apart. I mean, they picked us apart.
That secondary had a rough. I mean, but yeah.
Yeah. It also didn't help that the offense played like crap in the game.
That's
too.
right.
So anyway, but not to harp on last season. Let's focus on this year because we got a great defense, I think, still. And I would argue to say elite.
That would,
I think
it's
they're going to have to step up to that
It's elite,
level,
man.
But I think it's there. So let's start with the defensive line room specifically. Let's go to the tackles. We've got, gosh, this unit is so freaking deep right here. Xavier McLeod, redshirt sophomore, transfers from South Carolina a couple years ago, right?
Yeah.
We got Jordan Hall. If we can just get that guy healthy. We got Jordan Thomas, redshirt freshman. Joshua Horton, don't really know much about him. I think he was a highly recruited guy. And then, obviously, freshman Elijah Griffin. Adam, just ramble.
I really like McLeod, man. Heath alluded to it last episode as well. A guy who is now entrenched in the Georgia culture. Had some good flashes last year, man, at times. And I think he's going to take another leap forward. A guy who's going to be a leader on that line. And I think that's the name you need to think about a lot this year. That you're going to hear a lot of stadium announcers and guys on ESPN talk about making some tackles in the backfield and everything, blowing up that A-gap. Jordan Hall, a lot of hype coming out of him in high school, and he's had the injury bug as well.
Yep.
Clark, you alluded to that if he gets healthy, then, man, really a good guy to have. You could have those two guys really rotating and doing a lot of things. And I don't know much about Jordan Thomas or
Joshua
Horton there. But I think those guys, obviously, if they're in Trey Scott's defensive tackle unit, they're talented guys who have potential. And we'll see how they play out, man. But Elijah Griffin is one of these special guys. Not going to say he's going to have the career of Jalen Carter, but he's the closest thing to Jalen Carter since Jalen Carter left Athens. I know that was only a few years ago, right? I know,
which is just crazy.
But just the freakish athleticism that this kid has, speed, size, everything. He's going to make a difference from day one. You're not going to be able to keep him off the field, I don't think. I mean, he's a guy from, I think that, of course, he might not be day one starter, but he's going to be in there more and more as the season progresses, and he just gets better and better, man. And a guy who was a big get from Savannah and somebody who I think is going to make an impact this year as a true freshman.
Yeah.
And be a 3-year guy at the University of Georgia.
I like that. Let's go to the nose tackle. Got a few names here. Kristen Miller, man. This guy is about to be a first rounder.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, are you kidding?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's already mock drafts that have him in the first
I like
round.
it.
He's a first rounder for sure. He is a dog, man.
Yeah.
We've seen it. Last year, saw it pretty good. Freshman year, I mean, he appeared, and had some great tackles.
Guy, man, stay healthy.
Yeah, I know. It's just health, man.
It's hard to do that in a long SEC schedule, man, especially in the trenches. But, yes, Clark, the buzz out of him, everybody is raving about him already again, and rightfully so, like you alluded to. So I feel just dang good about this defense. Like, you have guys, you hear about the potential Elijah Griffin. You hear about guys like Christian Miller coming back, but there's none of them that's just at the national level. As Georgia people, we know what Elijah Griffin can potentially do. Yeah, we've seen what Christian Miller can do, but there's none of these guys like what we had going into 22 with Jalen Carter, right? There's no just superstar on the line yet. But I think this team is going to be very special as a unit. It's a special unit on that Trey Scott's line this year that by the end of the year, a lot of guys in the nation are going to know about these people we're talking about right now. So I think you look at it from the preseason standpoint, is this a national championship defensive line? Not because of just individual guys, but because of what they could do together as a unit and the group that's there,
right? And
how they complement each other. Clark.
Yeah, for sure. Behind them, Boko, I think that's how you say it.
Yep.
And then Nazir Johnson too. So, I mean, we got some guys, but I mean, Kristen Miller's the nose tackle for sure, and going to get a lot of snaps. And you might see an Elijah Griffin move over to nose or something like that. They'll rotate them how they see fit. But, Christian Miller, man, I can't wait. He's gonna have a big season, and this is one of those kind of guys that he just takes on double teams and still somehow makes a play in the backfield.
Huge, man. When you have that, you're able to do that, and free up other guys as well. So,
this
is gonna be a group that's gonna, I think, be very special together. I think there's gonna be some guys obviously gonna have injuries on the line, but you can't stack the talent to the degree we used to because of the NIL age now, but I think there's some very talented young guys behind them as well that if they could just continue to grow in the defensive system, man, later in the year, you're going to see their names emerge too as well. So, I'm very confident in this defensive front, man.
Yeah. Last group in the defensive line room, defensive ends. And last year we lost, Tyrone Ingram Dawkins, TID, love some TID, and Michael.
Yeah.
Two, studs, right? This year, though, we've got Gabe Harris. I think this is finally his time to show us. I mean, he's played some, don't get me wrong, but this is the year he's got to have a big year.
Yeah.
And then Joseph Jonah Ajane. God, that's hard to say. What name? Did you give him a nickname?
I said JJA.
I like that. JJA. That's way easier to say.
It's just easier when talking about him in conversation.
Yeah. Redshirt freshman, battled some injury last year. Once again, we keep saying this guy battled injury, this guy. But truly, I mean, a lot of injuries last year.
Banged up, man.
But excited to see him on the end as well. So, I mean, anything you want to add to those guys?
No, I mean, I think Gabe Harris, is poised that he could be a guy that's really flying under the radar. And I think it's somebody that you should have just keeping a close eye on these first few games, seeing how he does, because I think he's a guy that has put in time, been in the system for a few years now, and it's his time to shine.
Right.
So, I think Gabe Harris's name we'll hear a lot of this year.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go to the linebacker room. My gosh. Yeah. This is just wild, the talent in this room, specifically in the inside linebacker room. But let's start with the outside linebackers here. This would have been Damon Wilson's year.
Forget him.
This would have been his year to shine, to just, pretty much one and done. You play this year and you're in the NFL. You're probably first rounder.
Yeah.
I mean, he had that kind of potential. We're not going to harp on him any longer. He's done. He's gone to Missouri, which is just bizarre to me. It does not make any sense. But this year, we got to replace who was it? Chaz, and then who's the other guy? I guess it's pretty much Chaz.
Yeah, then you had
Damon played,
Wilson, Jalen Walker.
Jalen played outside. Well, yeah, a bunch of guys. But yeah, so you got to replace about 3 different guys at this position.
Right.
So this year we got Quintavious Johnson, sophomore. Was he a transfer, or am I just going crazy?
Nah, I don't think. No, I don't think he was.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, he's the guy, I'm pretty sure. And then, but you bring in Army transfer Elo Medozi.
Yes, correct.
And look, there's a reason why we went to get this guy, right?
Yeah.
And I think Kirby kind of saw the writing on the wall. We don't have a ton of depth in our outside linebacker room, right? And so that's why you got to go get a guy like him. But what have you heard from camp? And
I think Quintavious Johnson, heard some flashes out of him. We missed him at G-Day, but passes the eye test. I'm excited about Q Johnson.
Really?
I really am. I like him. I'm really pulling for him. And Medozi is, you think, man, can he come from Army and really just be a big-time playmaker on this defense and big impact, like one of the best just outside linebackers that we've had in the past few years, kind of edge guy in the sense. And, I think he can. I think he can. He's built completely for it. I think the discipline that he had in West Point is going to bring a certain maturity because of that unique program he was at to come in and be more disciplined and mature and used to the Georgia standard and culture and be a step ahead than a normal transfer will coming from a place like Vanderbilt or something. I think he's going to be a guy who is a big factor on defense all year from the beginning, man. So I'm excited about him, and I don't think it would be far-fetched for him to, at the end of the year, be when you look back and you think who was one of the key pieces that made this Georgia defense get to the level where they're at, and Elo Medozi's name be in the conversation. I don't think that would be a surprise.
Yeah, I see it. Chris Jones, redshirt freshman, he's a 4-star, might see some time. But honestly, Adam, I think what we're going to do, we're going to take Chris Cole.
Yeah.
We're going to take Gabe Harris, and we got to do a little patchwork here on the edge, right?
Yeah.
You got to have some pass rushers too, some guys that can get to the quarterback, who can – listen, this outside linebacker position, the way we run the 3-4, this is one of the most critical positions on the entire field. And, a lot of these guys in the past, they've taken some flack. Right? Think about Chaz Chambliss last year. He took a lot, but his job isn't normal.
Go sack the quarterback.
Right. Right. And that's what a lot of people assume it to be.
Yeah.
But he has these outside linebackers have a very specific role.
Here, set the edge, baby.
Right. Set the edge. And there's nothing pretty about it.
Here, people.
But it just,
That's right.
So, but yeah.
I'm excited, man. A lot of potential there. Guys that passed the eye test, and I'm ready to see what happens with that room.
All right, let's move to this room because I'm really excited about this one. Inside linebacker.
Man.
You've got 2 veterans.
That's too freak.
Yeah, this is just insane, man. This is crazy. You have 2 linebackers who, gosh, they've seen, these 2 alone have seen so many freaking snaps. Raylan Wilson, C.J. Allen.
Yeah.
Junior season for both of them.
That big. Yep.
They've played, and what I like about these 2 guys, they've played so many snaps together, right? Like it's not been, C.J. Allen goes in, then Raylan rotate. No, it's like they're hand in hand.
That's right.
Much.
That's right.
And so like that, I think that brings something to this unit.
Oh yeah, and we talk about the junior leap historically that some of these elite Georgia linebackers have had. Roquan in 17, and Nakobe Dean, and it's one of these things, man, that I think you're going to see that out of Raylan Wilson and C.J. Allen. that you alluded to it, Clark. They've played a lot of snaps. They've had some growing pains, but I think this year they're going to just settle into just an elite role at inside linebacker.
Yeah.
And it's an embarrassment of riches with the people that are behind them as well. Justin Williams going into his sophomore year. I mean, just absolute stud. And Chris Cole, I'm going to let you talk about him, but everything you hear about Chris Cole, and I couldn't believe the difference that just the freak that he looked like at G-Day.
I know.
He just like a different player out there. Just as far as just the weight he put on, just freakish, man. And it's going to be hard with all these guys. Just who's going to just take snaps and win the snap. But all of them are going to have special years, I believe.
Yeah. You're going to see all four of these guys rotating. Chris Cole, Justin Williams, Raylan, CJ. All these guys.
Like I said, there's going to be some get on the edge as well.
Oh,
like
for
Jalen did
sure.
last year.
I mean, you cannot keep Justin Williams. You cannot keep Chris Cole off the field.
No, you can't.
You can't.
You can't. Period.
There's no way. And they're not just special teams guys either. Like,
No.
they're playing defense. They're getting legit snaps this year for sure. Man, Chris Cole, like, I've gone back and watched some of his tape in both high school. I just want to see what he looked like in high school too. High school and then, some last year. I went back and watched a little bit of G-Day.
Yeah.
This guy, man, he is the truth.
Yeah.
Saw him in a few games last year. He's ready to make a statement. Coming out of high school is all Justin Williams, Ellis Robinson. Like, those guys got the attention. But, man, there's something about Chris Cole I really like.
Oh, without doubt, man.
And he really, honestly, he reminds me of Jalen Walker in just his versatility. And I think we're going to see that this year. He's going to be on the edge. He's going to be on the inside linebacker. He's going to make some noise for sure.
I love it.
He said one thing, though. I want to point this out because I was like, man, this is a team player right here. He got asked, like, what do you play? He said, I play everything. I'm on the field, and the coach can put me anywhere. I can play that. I say pass rushing is a big thing for me. I just want to keep working on it this offseason. So I think he's ready.
He's hungry, man.
Yeah,
he's
I like
hungry.
that attitude.
And, he's a guy, the sky's the limit for him, what he could do this season, next season at the University of Georgia. And excited to see kind of where he settles in his role. And the second level on the defense side of the football is something that Georgia fans don't need to be worried about at all. Just sit back and enjoy it and watch these guys just be absolute studs out there. I know I just keep saying, this is just crazy. But, truly, when you go through this depth chart at all these positions, man, you can't help but really feel good about everywhere, especially on defense.
Yeah, for real. We got two. I think both of these guys are freshmen. Zayden Walker is definitely a freshman. Then Terrell Foster, both highly recruited guys. So we got, man, inside linebacker room is covered for sure.
Glenn Schumann, man, that's all you can say. He's
pay that man. Keep paying him and
keep him in Athens, man.
Yeah, I know he caught some flack last year for defensive performance, and ultimately that falls on him, but more importantly, it falls on Kirby. So I don't know. I think he's obviously a great position coach. And he's still finding his footing as a coordinator.
Man.
Man?
Yeah, but he's been a key role since the beginning.
Yep.
That's the first person Kirby Smart brought with him to Athens was Glenn Schumann, man. So being able to keep a guy like him under Kirby as his right-hand man for as long as he has is just like what Kirby did with Saban for so many years.
Yep.
And that type of continuity right there and a coaching staff, you don't see it a lot. And it leads to massive success. It already has, and it will continue into this year.
I will never understand the people who were grumbling and griping about Glenn Schumann last year. I get it. Like, he didn't have – there were some poor defensive performances. I get that. But, like you said, though, you want that continuity with your coaches.
Yeah.
That pays dividends.
That's right.
That's a long-term thing, not a short-term. Oh, we had a poor game at Ole Miss. Oh, we need to really rethink Glenn Schumann's contract. What are we talking about?
That's right.
So, anyway. All right, last room on this defensive side of football. It is 12:15.
Is it really?
We are struggling right now. 12:15 a.m. Wednesday, August 6th.
I love it though, man.
Yeah,
we're ramped up. It's football season.
We need a shot in the arm right here. Let's talk about the DBs because this is a good group too. What group is not a good group on this Georgia football team? Let's start with cornerbacks. Julian Humphrey, goodbye. That kid.
Nothing but drama.
Nothing but drama and just an embarrassing performance, man coverage on Ryan Williams.
Whatever, man.
See
Go to
ya.
A&M. Go to A&M. Go back to Texas.
We don't care.
Go
All right.
join the cult over there.
Yeah.
Enjoy the milkmen on the sidelines prancing around. You know, everybody else in the SEC gets to look at the women cheerleaders on the sideline. Go enjoy the men in the milk suit doing little leg kicks and everything over there in College Station. That's what I have to say about it.
Oh, my gosh. Have fun. Yeah. Well, let's talk about our guys.
What a colt.
Yeah, for real. Dalen Everett, senior, poised for a really big year. Is this a future first rounder?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if he plays all year like he did in the last few games of the 24 season, I think it is, Clark.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's the next, you know, we've talked about this before. It's just like you watch a cornerback in this Kirby Smart secondary just grow before your eyes, and then his last season just goes into a first-round draft pick.
You remember a couple years ago when he was thrown into that cornerback role, who was it with? Keeley? No.
It was Keeley.
Yeah, Keeley. We gave him flack. I know I did.
Oh,
at
of course
least.
I did. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people that were just like really questioning this kid, but man, he has grown up, and he is this guy is a leader too.
Oh yeah,
vocal. So
well, I mean, you think about it. I mean, it's in Georgia fans' nature. We gave Tyson Campbell flack.
Yeah.
I mean, look where he's at in the NFL right now. We gave Keely Ringo flack, you know, and so yeah, I think it's good to have that guy, that secure lockdown number one cornerback spot, and Dalen Everett's that guy.
Yep. The other side, it gets a little bit interesting here. I feel like most of us believe, hey, this is Daniel Harris's year. He looks the part. He's lengthy. I know you love Daniel Harris.
I love Daniel Harris.
What do you love about him?
It looks like Avatar out there. Like I said again, it's just nice to see Georgia cornerbacks pass the eye test for me. I know that's small. You got to still go out there and prove it. You got to, play like Tarzan, and look like Tarzan.
Right.
So, I mean, that's big. But, I mean, I just have grown up in a time of Georgia football where you had cornerbacks out there who you're like, man, there's no way that this guy is going to stop Julio Jones. Like, there's just no way. I mean, you just look at it. I mean,
or Amari Cooper.
Right. I mean, you
name
just
your
look
receiver.
at. I mean, the Shag Wiggins of the world. God bless him. I mean, obviously,
Malcolm Parrish. God bless him.
I'm not playing Division I cornerback, so I mean, I could just say, yeah. I mean, all of us that are under 6 foot or 5. I mean,
right.
I mean, there are some. I mean, Tim Jennings was great.
He was
at Georgia, great.
He was.
I mean, short guy.
But hold up, let's be honest. The game was way different.
Yeah, it was.
In 2003,
it was.
than it was now.
But I mean, you still had Calvin Johnsons of the world running
That's
out there.
fair.
Remember when
That's
he
fair.
played? But he didn't guard him. DeMario Minner did. He shut him down, and then Paul Oliver, R.I.P. But God rest his soul. But yes, I mean, I like seeing a guy like Daniel Harris. But then you get a guy who's not, physically we're just talking. I love how we're talking about these college kids' appearances at 12:15 in the morning. Sorry, I just paused to realize that. Ellis Robinson doesn't pass the eye test as much as Daniel Harris. He's not as flashy out there.
Right.
I'll use that terminology, right?
Yeah.
But highly regarded, Clark.
I mean,
Second year on
5-star.
campus, man. You keep hearing about the buzz out of Ellis Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out.
Yeah.
Watch out. I would be very surprised. I mean, excuse me. I wouldn't be very surprised to see Ellis Robinson lock down the number 2 spot.
Are you saying by the end of the year? Or are you saying
definitely by the end of the year? Definitely by the end of the year. But I think it's going to be good competition between the two of them to push them.
Yeah.
And be interested to see.
Yeah, man, I like Daniel Harris. I mean, definitely got some length to him. Made some, I would say, some mental mistakes last year. I mean, dude, look, I'm sure it's pretty tough to go out there and think about what you're doing in the Kirby Smart offense when you're going up
And
against.
keep your head on a swivel.
Right.
Your hips turned.
Yeah.
Got to get your hips turned.
Exactly.
Find the football. There. I mean, that's what I get. Is there anything more excruciating in a game, seeing it play out from the upper level? And because I mean, we could do it so easily, right?
Oh,
Getting our
yeah.
heads
Oh,
around,
for
keeping up with Division
Yeah.
I wide receivers like Ryan Williams and the likes, and being able to get our head around. But when they don't get their head around, and they just do this with their face, and then you just see the ref just pull that yellow flag. Like you
That's
just sit,
demoralizing.
you just want to just throw your hat. I hate that feeling when you just know they didn't get their head around. So I yell, "Get your head around! Find the ball! Find the ball! Find the ball! Find the ball!" Get your head around, yeah. Come on, and then, but you just see that they just last ditch effort. They're already burnt. You see it. You're frustrated. They just throw their hands up in there. Like nobody's going to catch that. Their head didn't get around. Get their hips around, man. Get their hips around.
Yeah. Do that one more time.
Get their hips around. Find the football.
If you're not on YouTube, you're missing this.
Make the effort to get your hips around. Right. Find the ball. Make it that way. They don't throw out the old yellow hanky. But every time they're going to do it if you just stick your hands up in there.
Yeah, that's true. You know, that
Just like
has
you're
been.
doing anyway.
Look, I know it's tough, and it's way easier for us to sit there in Sanford Stadium and away stadiums
Of course
on the
it is.
TV and say, "Hey, get your head."
But I love
flip
doing
your
it.
hips.
It's a
I do
great
too.
pastime.
I do too.
Great pastime.
But at the same time,
Get your hips around.
there is some truth to it. I mean, there is some. It really does seem like we have the most trouble, and I don't know. I don't know what it is. We really do have a lot of trouble just locating the ball
Right.
and going up and contesting a catch.
Now, I will say it ticks me off when a quarterback underthrows the ball and the receiver has to come back.
Oh,
to it,
yeah.
and then you throw your hand, and then you
Yeah,
get
I
a
would-
BS PI call right there, I think.
And that's happened so many
So
times.
many times. That's just garbage, man. I mean, really, yeah, you could get your hips around, find foot,
Right.
potential, but there's some circumstances where I really think the cornerback just gets in a bad situation there that shouldn't be.
Yeah.
called
Or like the
PI.
receivers falling down, or like there's no chance, even if he could cut back and make a play on the ball. Like they still throw
yeah.
that, you know? And I'm
Yeah.
just like, come on.
I agree.
That's a stupid rule. I hate
Yeah.
honestly, okay. Let's just pause for a second.
I hate offense.
What is the worst penalty? Like, what is the one that just drives you nuts?
I think it's pass interference. I hate
I
pass
do too.
interference. Like I cannot, especially when you see it happen.
Yeah.
Like what I just described. That's what sends me into a
Right.
rage.
There's nothing that tops that though.
I hate a false start.
False start's annoying. It's annoying when you're on the road, especially.
Yeah.
I mean,
especially and then when you have like multiple ones when you
Oh, my
string
gosh.
together too.
Tennessee saw
yeah.
that a lot when they came to Sanford Stadium
Yeah.
in 2022.
Yeah, that one is. I'm all right with holding.
Yeah, it's
I
annoying,
mean, it's
but
annoying,
it's like,
especially when it negates a big play. That's
Yeah.
frustrating. But I can see. But yeah,
I feel like though holding at
hands
least
to the face. ticks
hands
me
to the
off,
face
too.
is awful. Gosh,
That really sends me into another rage.
I tell you one that really ticks me off is roughing the passer
Oh,
when you do
man.
not rough
Yeah.
the passer.
Yeah,
I'm looking at you, Kentucky, last
I
year.
agree.
Gosh,
I
that was
agree.
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man, we could play that game all day. All right, let's get back to the DBs here. Yeah, Ellis
Get your hips
Robinson.
around, man.
Yeah, flip your hips.
Ellis has got good, strong hips.
Okay.
So yeah,
How do you know that?
I mean, just to be at the level he's at, you got to
He's
have
got
good
to be.
quickness, man, and the height he's at, and just the frame.
Okay.
you can tell he's blessed with good hips.
I did not have that on my bingo card tonight.
I mean, usually you're talking about women blessed with good hips for birthing, good birthing hips.
We gotta
but-
end this episode.
But,
We gotta get to
but
the
really,
end of
we're
this.
talking about cornerbacks got to have blessed
Yeah,
hips too.
18-year-old
You won't-
kids.
I mean, when you talk about good hips, women birthing hips.
What are we talking about?
and good hips, agile hips to get your head around on the defense side.
Oh
of
my
football in the secondary.
gosh.
Gotta have it. All about the hips, man.
All about the hip. I feel like
Finesse, good footwork,
Yeah.
finesse.
that's got to be on a shirt. All about the hips.
All about the hips.
Oh my gosh. All right.
love just pulling that arm back? Just
Yeah,
swinging them
that's what you
hips?
got to do. Pull that arm back. You got to stay low.
Hey, you do got to
'Cause
stay low.
if you
gotta
go
have
up
good
high,
footwork, man.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
have good
Well, if you
footwork.
go up high with the elbow, you're gonna fall down.
Yeah, that's true. You
Don't
get too
ask
much
me how I know
momentum.
that. I did that several times playing high school DB. Actually, wait, let me rephrase that. Practicing with the DBs. I was never a DB. I couldn't keep up for obvious reasons. But anyway, all right. DeMello Jones, redshirt freshman. Hey, he might be in the hunt. I don't know. Let's just get through the end of this. This is crazy. But yeah, I think though honestly, we'll find out a lot more about who locks down this number 2 spot at the cornerback position. Let's move to star.
Big position.
Huge in this Kirby Smart defense.
I love the star.
Yeah, Jonell
Yeah.
Aguero.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What do you like about Jonell?
I like Joe Nell's frame. I like that he's a bigger build.
Does he have good hips?
He probably, I don't know. His hips might not be as good as what we see in the cornerback room, but pretty decent hip. But what I like him, he's a big frame guy that can come and stick his nose down the first level.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you got to have as a star. You got to come up and be able to get your head in there and make a tackle.
Yeah, you do.
Right. More
I mean,
so.
honestly,
All 11 guys on defense need to be able to do that, right? Hats flying football. That's what you want to see. But from the star position, you got to be, I feel like, the most physical defensive back out of the group.
Oh, 100%.
So guys to be able to come out there just like Javon Bullard, man. Love Javon Bullard. Javon Bullard, really, we didn't talk about him enough.
He have good hips?
Great hips. Yeah, just great athlete. Just a dog out there. As a guy who, my favorite position on the football field is a defensive back.
Yeah, because you were one in high school.
Yeah. I mean, I was nothing like these guys, man. I mean, the times I got to go out at the old defensive back position, man, at the old strong safety, I would get smoked in cover 4. Cover 2, I was okay, but I'll never forget.
Why was cover 4 so difficult for you? And why were y'all running cover 4 in high school?
We were running cover 4, 12 yards off the football. That wasn't enough for me at DB. But when I was cover 2 and we played like 18 yards off, I was all right.
Okay,
I could backpedal.
Don't you got an extra 4 yards.
My junior year especially. Brent Bell. Love Brent Bell.
Shout out to Brent Bell.
Shout out to Brent Bell. But then I would come in and I would play nickelback, star position, her defense when we did too. So, I was not good by any means. I was a 5'9" white guy with not blazing speed, but I was out there. I had 2 career interceptions.
Hey, I mean, that at least solidifies a 1-star rating. I mean, it has to, right? Like, you can't not have a star for 2 interceptions.
And as a special teams guy, all special. So anyway,
you sound like a Dan Jackson kind of guy.
Jackson type of guy. Yeah, the high school level of Dan.
Probably a little less than.
Very much so.
Yeah,
very much. But
yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, obviously,
Just love to play the game of football, though.
Yeah, just love like my junior year. I really got to have my most playing time in there because I could read the flex bone triple option. I had enough discipline to know I had to get the pitch, man.
Yeah.
When some other people in there didn't know, kind of got confused by the by the flex
keys.
bone.
Yeah.
Because I knew the flex bone because Paul Johnson was just hired at Georgia Tech and I had to study the offense, man, for Georgia fan purposes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
What a
I
time.
did not have a just spectacular high school career as far as but I had a good time. I have a few.
That's right,
I have a few good memories that I can sit
go.
back and think on of some plays made, but it was a good time.
You have dreams like me where I
still
can
got
guarantee
dreams
you,
of it.
the people who are listening to this, if you've ever played high school football, you can echo this. We have dreams. Adam and I talk about this all the time. We have dreams of us showing up late to practice, or like you're in slow motion putting on your helmet. Like the team's already out, the game's already started.
Yeah.
Like I have those dreams all the time. It's crazy. And then like I'll have dreams about playing in the actual game and missing a block and like, it's like I'm running in cement, wet cement, trying to get somewhere. And
Right.
it's so weird.
It is
I don't
weird,
get
man.
it.
I love it.
There needs to be a study about that. Anyway, all right. I don't know
off the
how we've
rails.
gotten to this. All right. Jonell Aguero, we need him big this year for sure. And then behind him, Adrian Maddox. This guy's a senior. I'm sure. I'm sure.
UAB transfer.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got some great hips.
I'm sure he does too. Man. Good feet.
Good feet. Yeah.
Jonell, though, man, that's the guy. That's when you make a star position in the lab. It's Jonell.
Yeah.
Bruiser. That might be our guy that we really never got behind.
Jonell?
It's Jonell Aguero.
Okay.
That we're a Jonell Aguero podcast. Pro Jonell Aguero podcast. That might be our guy. Love the name.
Yeah.
Big fan of him ever since G-Day a couple years back. Like, really like this guy coming in.
I love the fact we were so serious up until the whole hips part, and then we've become unglued. Stick with us, folks. We're almost to the end. One more guy I do want to point out, Rashawn Dinkins. I think that's how you say it.
Tell us about Rashawn then.
He's a 4-star DB from Warner Robins, freshman. I heard this guy is a lot like Javon Bullard.
How do you know?
The internet. I don't have any actual sources. I'm resourceful.
Great name.
Oh, yeah. Dinkins.
Yeah. Rashawn Dinkins. Like,
we're going to keep him in our back pocket. And
Yeah.
when Jonell goes, we're going to make
Yeah.
Row 60 or Rashawn Dinkins podcast.
Yeah.
He's going to
Love
be our
that.
guy. Oh, geez. Okay, safeties and then special teams, and I promise we're over.
There we go,
Safeties.
baby.
This is your favorite position.
I do love the
Why don't
safeties.
you take the lead here?
Okay. Safety positions in this 3-4 Kirby Smart defense. The 3-4 defense has nothing to do with what we're going to say about the safety. Now, if we were playing a 3-3-5 defense, then that would kind of change a little bit the aspects. But 3-4 defense, just thought I'd throw that out there. 2 high safeties. Mm-hmm. KJ Bolden, man. Love this guy. Great true freshman year. Going to take that next step this year into being one of the best safeties in the country.
Oh, yeah.
And, spot lockdown. Another just stereotypical Kirby Smart stud safety. Mm-hmm. So you got him, and then now the question mark is who's going to be the guy opposite of him, man. You get a guy like, you lose a guy, Malachi Starks, that hurts for what he did. He was just big part of some championship teams, man, a leader in that defensive secondary. I think, KJ is going to take his role being the leader in that. And I think it's going to be Ja'Cory Thomas, Clark. Ja'Cory Thomas is going to be a guy who's been in the program a little bit and has got potential there, and I think it's his job to lose.
Yeah.
Talk about Adrian Maddox, the UAB transfers, a guy who come in, star, and be able to go back into that safety spot. And I think you can see Joe Nell. Obviously, I mean, star, strong safety is positions that rotate. So
I don't even know what I'm laughing at this point.
But,
sorry, keep going. Sorry.
But I think a guy you need to look out for is a lot of people just kind of thought he was the package deal coming in to get Zachariah Branch. Zion Branch, man.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if he takes a lot of snaps beside KJ Bolden, the majority of the snaps this year.
Yeah.
At the strong safety position.
That's a good point, honestly. I mean, when I heard initially that Zachariah was coming, and then I heard, oh, he's got a brother. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And, oh, he's coming too. Oh,
yeah.
wow, that's great. But, yeah, I think you're right. Like, we've heard some good things.
From good things.
Sources.
Absolutely. Zion's having a good camp, man. A lot of hype around Zion Branch. And I think people just kind of wrote him off as, he'll be there. He'll be up in that safety room. But is he going to be a difference maker? Kind of it's leaning that way that he could. So I'm just saying, I'm going to say Ja'Cory Thomas starts game 1, right? But don't be surprised if Zion Branch eats up some snaps. Clark, we're trying to break this down. What are you doing?
I don't know. Oh my gosh, I've just got the giggles.
Talk about Zion.
Not good. Oh man, so you really do think Zion? You actually think he'll take over the
I really think there is a chance that he could be the number 1 guy across from KJ potentially.
Dang, that's impressive.
That's another bold prediction. What was my other one?
I don't even remember.
Zion Branch safety, and I did say something.
Oh, Frazier.
I was no. Bo Walker, second most carries, second most yards. Not even just carries, second most yards rushed for in the Georgia running back room.
Bang. I like it. Or should I say boom?
Boom. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so that wraps up defense.
Solid defense, baby.
Yep.
Let's
go. Be good. All right, let's move to our specialists. There's a guy named Bo Gardner. He is our long snapper. And Bo Gardner reached out.
Oh, did he?
To Row 60 on Instagram.
No, he didn't, did he?
He did. And he asked me, he was like, hey, I'd love to know where y'all got the name Row 60. So I told him the name.
Really?
Yeah.
When was that?
It was about a month ago.
Awesome.
Month and a half, something like that. But we need, you know what? Maybe Row 60 is a Bo Gardner podcast.
It could be a Bo Gardner podcast.
You know why? His number is 60.
Really?
I mean.
All right. We're a Bo Gardner podcast.
We're a lot of
Bo Gardner. Hey, I'm all for that. Yeah. Shout out Bo Gardner. Everybody give him a hand,
honestly, though, long snapping is not easy.
Don't get a lot of love. And it's something that, it's not easy, man. And you can't get any yips. You can't get any bad mental head space with that, or it could just throw a lot of things off.
Well, and I tell you, too, I mean, what you got to have for long snapping?
Good velocity, good strong hands, velocity.
Good hips.
Good finger. Yeah, I guess you do.
You gotta have some good hips.
You do got to.
I mean, honestly, you got to put some
fingers in that. Yeah, you got to put some oomph on the football. That's right. I agree.
We should just call this episode hips. All right, Peyton Woodring. He's got some great hips. He went 21 for 23 last year, long of 55. Do you remember that? What field goal was 55 yards that we made? I don't even remember. Was it Texas?
Normal time of day.
Was it in Texas SEC Championship?
Yeah, it might have been.
I know he hit a long one, maybe not 55. Anyway, 48 from PATs. And then, so Peyton, hey, that's a great weapon to have, obviously. Junior season, I don't think he's going to declare for the draft or anything. I don't know. I've never heard of a kicker going and the draft his junior year.
No,
I
he's
mean,
not
if-
going to declare for the draft.
But so yeah, I mean, this is year 3 for him. Hopefully, a big year for him. And then, hey, I think the biggest weapon, one of the biggest weapons on this team, Brett Thorson, baby.
Yeah.
And thank the Lord. It sounds like he's recovered really well. He had 42 punts last year, 47.6 yards per punt. Man, talk about flipping the field there. And he had 22 inside the 20 last year. So
That's awesome.
Huge get for the Georgia Bulldogs, bringing him
You
back.
dang right. I love it, man. Him coming back for personality and for the lethal weapon he is with his leg. Pinning offenses deep. And special teams, you got to have that. That's another key important factor in winning championships, obviously. And right now, I think it's probably the most exciting special teams unit I can remember in a long time because of how solid your place kicker is and the experience there that you have now. And Brett Thorson coming back healthy, how good he is there. And then you add Zachariah Branch and what he did at Southern California and his potential at punt return, kick return. Yeah, it's been a long time since we've had a serious playmaker at punt return that could bust not only touchdowns but just long plays into opponent's side of the field and set our offense up in good field position.
That's a great point.
I think you're going to see a lot of games where you point to, man, us playing the way we did on special teams, either key moments in a game, pinning opposing offenses back deep, key field goals hit, or key punt returns that you're going to look back and say, hey, if we didn't have what we had on special teams, it could be a whole completely different year. This game might not have went this way, you know. So
that's a great
it happens
point.
every year with every team and championship team. I think you could point to key special teams moments, and I think there'll be a lot of key special teams moments this year, good ones. In Athens. So,
I was reading Phil Steele's magazine this year. I always love to see who he has at the top of the list across college football in terms of special teams units. And Georgia, for the past few years, I mean, top 10 easily. I think this year he might have put us at number 2.
Oh, really?
I mean, just elite special teams. And, you know, once again, that's a thing that's commonly overlooked in football, but, man, it is oh so important, especially when you're in big games. So that is pretty much the entire roster. It has taken us something like 2 hours to record this episode so far. But my gosh, it's been fun, man. And once again, this is just sort of the start of this football season. When we get to this episode, we should have probably chopped it up into 2 episodes. We've done that before, but we thought, hey, why not just put the whole team together?
Yeah, man.
Keep it continuous. We've heard a few people. Shout out to Courtney Calicut. She told me the other day in Sunday school that she appreciates the long episodes.
Well, good.
Like this.
Well,
so
good.
If you are out there and you like this episode, make sure to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. If you're on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. We got a lot more stuff coming y'all's way this season. Adam, wrap this thing up.
Hey, man.
I'm not in the mindset to do this.
I was just excited, man, to get back connecting with our Row 60 family. Row 60 family has been doing some big things in the offseason.
They have.
Jim Wilcox, I want to shout him out. Daughter graduated school.
Navy.
I think going in the Navy.
Yeah.
So appreciate that for the Wilcox family and their service and best wishes to her as she starts her career. And also the Harrell family, big supporters of the show. I want to shout out Will.
Yeah.
Works for the Atlanta United and orchestrated UGA night that Atlanta United had. Some of y'all might have went to it. We didn't get to go to it and make it out to Atlanta that day, but that's big, man, for a guy in the Row 60 community to be up there working with the United Football Club.
Oh, there you go, Adam.
Football Club. Football, yeah, the soccer team there and getting the UGA night orchestrated. That's good. So, I mean, the Row 60 family doing some big things. I've missed some, I'm sure, but yeah, share
Let me do one
ahead.
more. Blake Newman. Shout out to the Newman family. I don't know if this is information you want shared, but I'm sharing it anyway. Sorry, Blake.
Yeah, why not?
Blake has made the move from Texas to Georgia.
Back to God State,
home.
baby.
Congrats to you guys. Hope
Love
y'all
it,
are
man.
settling in. Can't wait to see y'all this football season. But yeah, good times ahead, Adam.
Time to focus, baby. Yeah, so we're made it to August. Live practice reports. Get on one of these places that you could talk to like-minded people and be able to talk about Georgia football and kind of let the people around you, your loved ones, kind of get some relief from you just completely ranting about football and Georgia football. And, it's good and healthy for us to exert that in the different areas,
Right.
in a sense. But my wife already knows it's that time. She's already getting frustrated with me for my obsession with it. But she knows she married into it. She knew it before marriage. I mean, we talked about it before we started dating. So she just knows that's just one of them things that you got to establish, young people, in a relationship with your significant other, is that you're going to love Georgia football. And nothing's going to come in front of that.
Except God.
I mean, yeah, obviously. I mean, that kind of stuff.
Earthly thing. Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to go, like we talked about, you're not going to go to a wedding during football season. You're not going to go to a baby shower during football season. You're not going to go to a birthday party during football season. So go ahead, and this is the time of year where you need to be kind of observing that.
Right.
This is just your yearly reminder. Look at your schedule right now in August, from now until January on Saturdays, and see what your wife or your husband may have you committed to, and go ahead and nip that right now. Not the day of, and cause an even bigger conflict. Just go ahead and just hit it head on. Tell your wife, no, honey, we're not going to your sister-in-law's baby shower for my nephew. We're not going to do it, okay?
We've got live college football.
Yeah, exactly. So we can't do that. We'll get them a gift and let them come to eat Sunday after church.
There you go. Yeah.
You just do that kind of thing. And so anyway, that's your yearly reminder. Clear your calendar. If you have feelings hurt by family members or close friends, then it just is what it is. It's part of it. It's part of it. But it's time, baby. Woo! Go Dogs!
Go Dogs. Ooh, 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 ooh.